For as long as people have gone to sea, sailors have turned to rituals and superstition for protection. The old sailing world was full of strange rules meant to keep misfortune at bay. Bananas, whistling and women on board were bad news. And the figurehead was the protector, guiding ships through danger. Our own figurehead, now over 50 years old, also carries that tradition. Here's the story behind her. My name is Gijs and this is my dad. And this is Schoener Tijgerhaai. 2.5 years ago we started a major rebuild to get her ready for new adventures. And we're sharing the process with you. Subscribe to stay tuned. Figureheads come in many shapes and forms, but there are certain properties that are believed to bring the ship good luck. Many figureheads were carved with large open eyes, so that the ship could see her way through dangerous waters and fog. Female figures were very common, because a woman carved on the bow could calm the sea and guide the ship safely, which was ironic because a real woman on board was considered bad luck. Bare-breasted figureheads were especially popular. Sailors thought the exposed chest would shame the stormy sea into stillness. Lions, horses and other fierce animals were carved to symbolize strength and protection. Sea creatures, like dolphins or mermaids, were thought to bring good fortune and safe passage. Sailors often believed the soul of the ship resided in the figurehead, and if the figurehead was damaged, it was a terrible omen because the ship's spirit was wounded. And a poorly carved or ugly figurehead was feared to bring misfortune. So what about our own figurehead?
Once upon a time there was a cousin of my grandmother who was a religious brother, and he worked in a sort of mental hospital, and every year they came to us to have a holiday with a couple of colleagues on our old boat, the North Star. The boat they used to have at that time. And after a couple of years they decided we needed, because we did it for free, and they decided that we needed a present, and one of these people was a sculptor, and he made for us a figurehead for the old boats. That was a mermaid. There are photographs of the making of the figurehead, but we can't find them. They're somewhere in one of the picture books. And he's been looking for them, but up to now they must be somewhere, but we don't know where. When we sold the other boat, we already had this one, and the new owners, they decided that as it was the figurehead was a gift to our family, to us, they decided to return the mermaid to us to use on this boat. And with a little bit of reshaping, we were able to fit the figurehead on this boat. And that's how we got the figurehead.
To make the figurehead, Brother Flip sculpted her body in clay directly around the bow. And from this shape he made a gypsum mold. Into the mold he laid layers of fiberglass and polyester, giving her strength to endure the sea. For the face, he made a gypsum cast of my aunt's face, who was still a kid, so the mermaid carries a family likeness. And to pacify any storm into calm seas, she got 2 bare breasts. We suspect Brother Flip had no idea what breasts look like, so he just cut an orange in half, stuck it onto the clay to make the mold for the fiberglass. Despite that, it worked very well, because the ship did the 4-year circumnavigation of the world in the early 90s, and in those 4 years they only had to steer the ship from inside the wheelhouse once. The mermaid has had many colors through the years, and at some point during the trip she did lose one of her tails. But luckily the ship did survive with a wounded spirit and arrived back home safely. She got a new tail, but Dad never got around to painting her again. I did some extra glass fiber and epoxy reinforcements, and then we sent her off to my sister. She spent countless hours patching, sanding, priming, painting, sanding again and painting again, until everybody was happy with the result. We haven't agreed on a name yet. Some suggestions are the Little Mermaid or Ariel, but so far we mostly just called her the girl. We could not have her hanging there, surrounded by a dirty bowsprit net. So Mom came to play with the high pressure cleaner for a full day, which was very much overdue. To protect her a bit from the influences of the weather, mostly UV light, while we're still rebuilding, we got her a little jacket. This video was a bit shorter than our usual ones, but it has been in the making for over a year. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you have any questions or remarks, let us know in the comments section. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.